Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a very special edition.
Of what? The Eastside Dave Show? They took us off the air. No, you can't bail out. We're gonna. All of this stays in.
Welcome to the Davey Max Sports Program with Roy Harder.
No. I told you can't call it the Davey Max Sports Program because Sean O'Barry and Chris Pepper Stanley, they are important people. It's the four of us that make the program. So we're just calling this Davey Max Sports with Roy Harder.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Davey Max Sports.
To the Davey Max Sports. Just welcome. It's Davey Max Sports.
Welcome. It's Davey Max Sports with Roy Harder. Now, without further ado, let's throw it over to our host, Mr. Eastside David McDonald.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. I knew I'd get it, David.
The most half-hearted, yeah. What an introduction. Roy Harder.
Yes, David, how are you?
Where are we? We're on Davey Max Sports right now. Well, this is an emergency podcast, I'm calling it.
I like the sound of that.
It's not something that's necessarily going to be routine. In fact, I was thinking of doing a lot of these emergency podcasts totally by myself. Without you, Chris Pepper Stanley.
That would be an emergency.
Sean O'Barry. Now, there's a reason for that. Yeah. I can't be expected to drive to Long Island. It took me 3 hours and 98 minutes to get here, for Christ's sakes.
Well, first of all, David, I'd like to welcome you to my studio.
Thank you. I'm here. We're here in Roy's house.
Yeah.
This studio is actually larger than the one we were just previously at Compound Media. Like this. How? Like, this is where Fleetwood Mac, should have made rumors. There's wood, there's mahogany and carpets, and Stevie Nicks, I think, left a few lines out. This is gorgeous.
Thank you, David.
And we're doing this because Roy and I have several projects. Well, wait, Roy, can I share our factoid?
Yeah, go ahead, David.
Roy and I just found out we've known each other for years.
Yeah.
And we just found out he in Long Island, I in New Jersey, we live on the same road. Not actually the same road, but both of our streets are literally called the exact same thing.
Old Mill Road.
Yeah, well, thanks a lot. I didn't want to get stalked by some creep and shot. Yeah, I live in Old Mill Road in Wall Township. So what? What are you going to do about it?
Yeah, and I live in Old Mill in Manhasset.
In Manhasset, Long Island.
Yeah. It's so
How
crazy.
How insane is that?
We did not realize that until you were like, well, give me your address.
All these years.
Unbelievable.
We lived in the same street. We were street pals. we should have been doing stuff like that all the time.
Now all your stalkers are going to show up at my house, aren't they?
But the reason why we're doing it is because, like I said, I was going to do a solo sports, Davey Max Sports thing. I just decided, you know what? Believe it or not, the Davey Max Sports Program, now is where we could say it, feed is still in existence. I refuse to let that one die and the watchers die.
Yeah.
And so they're actually still in existence. And I go, you know what? I have those feeds there. Why don't I just do emergency Davey Max Sports podcast? I just go on my computer, put on the microphone, do it, and that's it. For those of you people wondering about Sean O'Barry, Chris Pepper Stanley, we love them.
Of course.
Sean O'Barry can't do our show anymore, and we're not throwing him under the bus. No. He is in a wonderful job in radio, for that matter. Yeah. And we can't say the name of the person.
We can't even say the name.
We can't say the name Howard Stern. And why Sean O is not allowed to do the show. But apparently, if you work for a certain show on Sirius XM, they do not allow you to do other programs, including the Davey Max Sports program, which is what you were doing.
Well, it's not quite the Davey Max Sports program.
No, it's just Davey Max Sports with
right.
Roy Harder.
Yeah, sorry, David.
So that's Sean O'Barry's thing. But we love Sean O. There's nothing but love for all four of us. And I love Sean O. And I'm gonna give him a call soon because Roy's gonna jam with him.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna see him tonight for an hour and a half.
Yeah, he's not allowed to do any other show. Again, we can't say who it is. Howard Stern. And then with Chris Pepper Stanley.
Yeah.
We love Pepper. I just had a wonderful conversation with Pepper on the phone 3 to 5 weeks ago.
Well, that makes one of us.
And he was tremendous. He was friendly and very helpful. Of all the people I asked.
Unbelievable.
For, I had a few things to inquire about.
Yeah.
And so I called, of all people, him. Shows you how goddamn in the toilet I am. No, I'm just kidding. He was fantastic. He did a great job, and he gave me a lot of great information and stuff, and even a couple of good nuggets of advice.
Oh.
And it was nice. But the guy's busy.
Yeah.
The guy works.
Are we allowed to say the show he's on?
Of course, Bennington. We love Ron Bennington.
Just want to make sure.
We're good with everybody. We're good with everybody. That's the truth.
Yeah.
And yes, but the man works. He works 18 to 20 hours a day. I'm not joking.
Yeah,
he doesn't. So, but I did talk to him, by the way. And I said, if I ever pop up and do some of these emergency podcasts, you interested in doing an episode? He said yes. He did say yes.
He did.
He would have to Zoom.
Okay.
And he said, if you think I'm going out to Long Island, you can think again, Roy Harder, screw you. These were the words he said.
Right.
He wrote to me.
Well, I got Stevie Nicks out here. I don't know what he's so upset about.
So that's why. So there's just different things, but I'm sure at some point we'll do something, all four of us together. And
yes.
As for this, why am I even in Long Island? Well, we have some exciting news. Some of it we'll share with you now. Some of it we're going to share later on down the road. But Roy and I are doing multiple projects. Yep. One of those projects we were going to share with you now. In keeping with the Eastside Dave IWF Match of the Month series, where Roy and I would broadcast wrestling matches, I would do so in a professional manner, and Roy would not. Just be honest.
Yeah, all right. I mean, I thought it was professional. Or at least entertaining. At least entertaining.
I thought you were pilled up when you were doing those matches. But anyway, we this is pretty exciting. We actually got commissioned by the Rat, 95.9 The Rat, WRAT, in New Jersey, says, why don't you do those matches of the month for us, for our YouTube channel, and then put it on our website. So we're doing it. So now Roy Harder and I are together. Roy, you're with me now on WRAT 95.9 The Rat, baby. Jersey Shore's rock and roll leader, baby. The Rat rocks.
Is that how you sound on the air, David?
Oh yeah, I change it up all the time.
Yeah.
Eastside Dave on the air, baby. Let's get a little Metallica rocking and rolling.
Like Wolfman Jack.
But I'm extremely excited for this. And, of course, Kevin Knight, we cannot thank him enough. The master of chaos. We still have our great relationship with IWF because of Kevin Knight. And Kevin is providing some amazing, kick-ass, no-holds-barred matches. And I'm telling you, Roy and I are calling the matches, and they're going to be wildly entertaining. Because we just did one, and Roy was absolutely berserk. You love to concentrate on people's hairstyles and clothing rather than the action, the match itself.
I was always fight. I used to watch the HBO Wrestling After Dark with what was his name, Larry Merchant, and there was something
Boxing After Dark.
Yeah, Boxing After Dark. That's what it was. And this guy, Larry Merchant, was always a fascinating. He was kind of like my idol.
Yeah, I love Larry Merchant. I know who he is.
I based my persona a bit on the Larry Merchant boxing. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. See, I thought you were kind of like a crackhead Jimmy Hart, the mouth of the South. I didn't think you were going for Larry Merchant. You realize Larry Merchant has. Oh yeah. He's a distinguished analyst.
Exactly.
I thought you were going for like a Jesse Ventura. I'm totally nuts.
I consider myself a distinguished analyst as well, David.
You are nothing like Larry Merchant.
Well,
how dare you?
We both have gray hair, right?
Oh my God. Yeah. So we're doing that. That's one thing. We also have another show, and I'm telling you, it's gonna be Wrestling on the Rat. Look for it maybe as early as April or certainly by May. I would hope to get the first match out there, but it's going to be pretty cool. It's pretty cool seeing Roy with the jacket, and he's got the Rat logo on it and the Rat thing, because I mean that's how I pay my bills with 95.9 FM. That's my radio station now. I've been there for closing in on 9 years. And it's just odd. It was odd to see you and all the Rat stuff.
Well, you got to give him the backstory. Like, the Rat wasn't exactly thrilled about me joining you either. They were like, wait, who?
The Rat didn't want any part of Roy Harder.
No, wait a minute. Hold on, David. Who is this guy?
They took one look at him with the Nazi hat, and they go, what is this?
Hold on, David.
Yeah, no, that's actually true. I go, well, I won't be able to do the matches because Roy has to do the sound editing and stuff. He has to do all the sound effects and everything.
Sure. Yeah.
So I said, we're not going to pay him, right? I said, this is how we get Roy to work for free. I give him a microphone and I say, here, now be a superstar. And they'll start mixing everything down. Like you have to mix Quadrophenia.
Yeah.
Over there. But yeah, that's that. We also have another project, Roy.
That's right. This is the big one.
Well, we're not going to say it yet.
Okay. Well,
that one we're not saying.
All right.
But I guess the big one, that's what you're referring to as the big one. So the funny thing is, I'm so crazy. The wrestling is the big one for me. Because again, our wrestling broadcasts on the Eastside Dave show, I had to send one of those matches to the Rat to prove that we're not crazy, and it was a struggle. And quite frankly, I found plenty of matches where I was doing a good job, where I was taking it seriously. Maybe because I'm a wrestling fan.
Hey, I'm a wrestling fan. I like wrestling. Yeah. I'm a big fan.
No, I know you're a bit.
Yeah.
But we have another idea as well. There will be there's a different show. Yeah. People are inquiring about what is going to happen with the Eastside Dave show. And all things change a little bit. I don't really have a ton of interest in just now rebooting the same exact show.
Yeah,
I never liked it when a sitcom like gets fired from one place and then it goes from CBS to NBC and you're like, what the hell? I'm not used to seeing these people on this network. I don't like it. And I'm not even sure if people want to. And I know some people go, of course we want. But you don't.
No.
You don't.
You don't do that. You don't do that.
You move on. You move forward. You climb. You go higher. Here's the good news. Idea man over here, Eastside Dave McDonald. He's got it. Yep. I got the... Roy, do I have the idea?
You got some ideas, Dave.
Do I have the idea for the show?
Yes, you got the idea.
For what we're going to be doing next.
That's right. Yeah.
It's the idea.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm in.
You're excited?
Very excited, David. I wouldn't be here if well, actually, I would be here even if I wasn't excited because it is my house. But at the same time, I am thrilled to undertake this new journey.
It's going to be unique.
It's exciting. It's unique. I love the idea of
it's going to be good.
Bizarro, off the wall.
Here's what the new show, without giving anything away, it's going to be all of your little Eastside Dave show stuff. I think your sketches, maybe some of your puppets, maybe some of your robots. You never know. All of those, there's gonna be a forum for all of those. The wacky characters, the Eastside Dave show casts, any of the Eastside Davidians out there. It's gonna be, but it's just different. It's just gonna be different.
That's right.
Different.
The entire asylum will be invited.
Different, and I think it's gonna be. I think it's arguably going to be more captivating because I think there's a potential for it to be way more disturbing psychologically.
Yeah.
The intimacy of this might be more disturbing for viewers, which I'm excited for. I've always tried to be proud of having the show that makes someone want to jump out of the window of a high building in New York.
Yeah, this is the show, David.
I think this has the chance to be that show.
For sure.
So that's another thing that we're doing together.
Yes.
And I guess now we're announcing that every once in a while we'll be doing emergency sports podcasts. I suppose, though, going forward, I could Zoom you. You could Zoom to me?
We could do that.
I'll have to figure out.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. But that should, I don't know how to record the Zoom calls, but...
I do, I think.
Okay. All right, well, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. We'll be fine.
Or, if we can't figure it out, expect for some Davey Mac solo sports shows. The other thing that was going to happen is that you asked me...
Yeah.
About a project you had. So we literally have 30 projects going on right now. What was the project? Can we say this?
Yeah, dude. I had
your fantasy, your dream.
So I had this idea. Well, Sean and I and some of the other musicians that we are in a circle with had this idea for a band called Coctopus, and we thought, well,
Coctopus. This is the name of the band.
It's an aquatic themed musical project, and it's very much. In line with the Eastside Dave show, and I think you may be...
In what way? You just say things.
I think
it's an aquatic themed rock band.
An aquatic themed rock band. Our goal is to do what Rammstein did with fire. We want to do that with water. So we want to...
Can I tell you the problem right off the bat?
Yeah, the
electricity. You realize, everyone's plugged in. to an electrical piece of equipment. There's
telling you,
microphones. There's a reason why water and rock don't go, together.
Well, that's why we saw a tremendous opportunity here, and we saw a niche that needed to be filled, and we're going to take an attempt to fill it. No pun intended.
It's psychotic. So what was the idea for me?
Well, obviously, if we have a band, we're going to need some kind of front man, some kind of storyteller.
So you want me to be the lead singer of Cocktopus?
Cocktopus, yeah. I don't see why not.
First of all, when you asked me about this 2 days ago, you did not tell me the band was called Cocktopus.
Well,
I'm learning about all this right now, live on Davey Mac Sports with Roy Harder.
I'm filling you in, David. Well, we haven't got all the logistics yet, but it's an idea. So it's just
so you have the name Cock. So Shano was probably
high as a kite,
tipping them back, high as a kite, and thought Cocktopus was funny, and now you guys are going forward with a full on project.
So now we've got some festival dates booked, and we're going to be taking our show up on the road. I think these guys are talented enough musicians where we can do some crazy thing, and having you kind of involved somehow will definitely take it to the next level. Either way, it's going to be fun.
Now, are you going to be doing covers with Cocktopus or originals?
I think this is going to be purely originals. Lord. Purely originals. This is going to be its own thing.
Can I bring Bunsen to the table? That was my biggest original hit. That was a massive, massive song at the St. Rose Battle of the Bands, St. Rose High School Battle of the Bands, 1994, in which my band, Guys with Ears, won.
That's right.
First place.
I remember it.
Bunsen. Oh, yeah, go ahead. You got anything for me?
Let me see. Bunsen, what key?
Bunsen. It goes like this. Bunsen, I saw you talking. I saw you walking with Mrs. Nanny. He said, "Can me and Beaker sleep over tonight?" She said, "Sure, son, little Bunsen. It would be quite all right." No, hold on.
Oh.
You keep going.
Oh, you sure?
Just slow it down for a second, because you reminded me of another song. This is the other Guys with Ears song. We didn't realize that there was a song called "Sunglasses at Night" already.
Oh yeah, of course, very famous song.
Corey Hart, right?
Yeah.
But we did our. This is me. I composed my own "Sunglasses at Night."
Okay,
this is also a Guys with Ears song. Okay, it's kind of got like a Sinatra feel. We wear sunglasses at night. It may not be that bright. There may not be any light, but we wear sunglasses at night. Give me one more. We don't like to go in the park. We enjoy when the doggy goes bark. We don't even care if it's dark, 'cause we wear sunglasses at night. Thank you very much.
Bravo, David.
Guys with Ears. That was a Bunsen Sunglasses at Night, Guys with Ears version. Medley right there.
Not Cocktopus?
All right.
Soon to be Cocktopus.
So if that's what Cocktopus wants, that was my audition tape.
All right. I love it, David.
Now, if you guys don't do Octopus's Garden by Ringo Starr and the Beatles and change it to Cocktopus's Garden, I hate you guys. There's one song to do Cocktopus on. So we have so many projects, so we're extremely excited. And we want to thank everybody for supporting us and asking about us and what are you doing next? Trust me, we wanted to chill out for a month or so.
We did.
But the wheels have been spinning nonstop.
The wheels never stop.
The wheels never stop spinning in my goddamn head.
Yeah.
What are you? Have you been enjoying yourself? Are you relaxing?
I just got off a big, believe it or not, Star Trek project, which was
really
big. So I finished mixing and sound designing that, and that literally took me an entire month. So now that that's behind me, I kind of feel like, I'd like to get back into the creative stuff.
Wow.
Really fun, the wacky Dave stuff. So I'm down, David.
All right.
Let's move forward and
we are.
Make some new magic.
That's exactly what's going to happen, baby.
That's it.
We got so much stuff right out there, right in the project. So Well, basically, there was a reason why I was going to do sports, but you know what? I think we pretty much did the whole thing. But let me just say this. Brian Cashman, the Yankees general manager, go to hell, okay? Yeah. Give me some serious music.
Okay.
Because Brian Cashman, you were just outmaneuvered by the Minnesota Twins, punk. Not to mention the Boston Red Sox, the Toronto Blue Jays, the Cleveland Indians, the LA Dodgers, Tampa Bay Rays.
You know a lot more teams than I do, David.
Damn right I do. That's why it's Davey Mac Sports with Roy Harder and not Roy Harder Sports with Davey Mac. You understand?
I understand.
Brian Cashman, you're a piece of garbage. And don't take this as a threat, pal. But if you see me on the sidewalk, you better cross the street. Okay? I got a whole goddamn hand of brass knuckles with your face on it, brother. No threat. This ain't no threat. This ain't no physical threat. That's just, But I'm telling you, Brian Cashman has done a terrible job with the Yankees. They don't have a chance to win the World Series in 2022. That's disappointing for me as a Yankee fan to say, but it's the truth. Let's be honest. Screw you, Brian Cashman. Okay? The other thing is this. March Madness in full swing.
Oh, baseball is my favorite sport, David.
Basketball.
Basketball,
not baseball. You said baseball. It was almost like you were gonna say basketball, and then you doubted yourself, and then you started to sound like some sort of sheep, where you were going basketball. It was odd. Well, let me just tell you something, Rex Chapman. Roy, hit the music, because Chapman's on my goddamn thing too. You know what, Rex Chapman? I have disliked you, pal, for a long time, brother. I don't like Kentucky. Alright? I know where you played college ball. Sucked in the pros. Charlotte Hornets, I believe. Who cares? You didn't make a lasting imprint on anybody, I can tell you that much. Here's why I'm angry at you, Rex. All this guy does is steal content on Twitter. He retweets everything, and then he gets credit for everything. So some guy was crushing his son in wiffle ball last year, right?
Yep.
Okay? And Rex Chapman retweets it, and now the guy is making $30 million somewhere on TikTok. Meanwhile,
wow.
I've been 5 years of videos of me crushing my son in wiffle ball. I've got 5 years of destroying that kid, not just in wiffle ball, but in basketball, in soccer, in almost every conceivable sport that you can think of. Where's my retweet, Rex? And then I see Rex Chapman on TBS or TNT for March Madness this past Sunday, and he was the single most boring commentator and studio analysis I've ever seen in my entire life.
Nothing worse than that, David.
Shiza yourself, chap. Shiza yourself.
Shiza! You're the one that we despise.
Not taking it anymore. Deshaun Watson is going to the Cleveland Browns. Did you hear this?
No, I didn't, David.
You know who Deshaun Watson even is?
No.
Okay.
But I know he's going to the Cleveland Browns.
It's controversial. There's 22 civil lawsuits against him for sexual things.
Oh, there you go. That'll do it.
Why are you laughing when I said it? Is it the way I said sexual?
Yeah, I like the way you were kind of looking for the...
I was trying to come up with a nicer word to say it.
Yeah, so this is a nice show we're doing.
No, it's not nice. It's just that I'm in your house and I'm creeped out. Your house is too nice. I wasn't joking with the Fleetwood Mac thing. This is like where the goddamn band. This is like Shangri-La in here. I am imagining like Bob Dylan and Levon Helm in the corner over there. Yeah. Like this space is big as a barn, but it's also gorgeous.
Thank you, Dave.
I don't know if I'm allowed to even like act like my animals. Actually, I've been pretty fired up this whole goddamn episode. What are you judging me? Son of a bitch. So that's it. Okay.
All right.
Deshaun Watson with he's going to the Browns. But who knows if he's gonna play? 25 ladies are suing him right now.
I don't envision him getting much time on the field, as they say.
Who do you like in March Madness? Who are you going with? Because I gotta give a shout out to St. Peter's of Jersey City.
Yeah.
Speaking of Kentucky, they beat Rex Chapman's alma mater in the first round, and then they beat Murray State in the second round. 15 seed out of Jersey City getting to the Sweet 16. Quite the accomplishment. Now, who are you going with in March Madness?
I like the Browns.
The Browns.
Yeah, is that
the Cleveland Browns?
Cleveland Browns.
That's the NFL. Now is the cue.
Is there another
for us to hit our goddamn music?
Is there another
play
Brown?
the end of the song?
Are there a lot of Brown teams?
No, there are not a lot of Browns. There's only the Cleveland Browns. You know why they're named the Browns? I will give you $50 if you can tell me why the Cleveland Browns are named for the Browns.
I'm going to say it has something to do with early American trading.
Poo. They actually said Cleveland smells that bad, smells like poo, and we couldn't call them the Cleveland Poops. So we had to call them the Cleveland Browns. But that's go Google that.
So that's true story.
The smell, yeah.
So they're named after a...
No, it's not.
Oh.
Without me kidding with you.
I was like,
Paul Brown.
It's like they just became my favorite team.
You bought that hook, line, and sinker.
David, I'm your target audience here.
How do you fall for such nonsense? Name a football team after poops.
You're very convincing. You are the sports master. Why would I have reason to doubt you?
Well, it was Paul Brown. He was the inventor. But I'll give you another factoid. Paul Brown went from Cleveland Browns to then create the other team in Ohio, the Cincinnati Bengals.
Oh, I know the Bengals.
And he chose the same colors. So if you're because of the Browns. It's just like an FU. So if you ever notice why the Bengals and Browns have the same colors, is the same guy created both franchises, Paul Brown. There you go. Okay, now we really got to go.
Okay, all right.
I got to go. You got to go.
Yeah.
The bottom line is this. Look for some Davey Mack sports shows. You never know. Emergency podcasts is what I'm calling them. You never know who will pop up. Could be me totally by myself. Could be me and Roy. Could be me and Roy and Pepper. Could be me and Pepper. I don't think Sean O is going to be allowed for a little bit until Mr. Stern changes his tune.
Unless we change Sean O's name.
But we love Sean O and everyone. And, of course, the other show, look out for that. And make sure you're subscribing to the Rex YouTube channel right now. And or just subscribe to me. I'm at Eastside Dave on Twitter. He's at Roy Harder on Twitter. And I'm sure you'll get the plugs and the promotions of when our shows are going up and stuff like that. All right? You good?
I'm good, David.
All right, let's get out of here. Bye-bye, everybody. Good night.
Good night, everybody.